Hi, I'm Jack Brown. Last week, GL1, a leisure centre in the heart of Gloucester, closed its doors for the foreseeable future unexpectedly. This left the club with hundreds of swimmers nowhere to train. I'm here with Jake Brown, a sports psychologist, who's going to tell us a little bit about how this can negatively affect the mental health of young athletes.
Yeah, so it's such a shame when something like this happens. So many different athletes of all different levels will have accessed this pool and this space to get their physical release, to improve their health and fitness, and to be honest, improve their mental well-being as well. It's very hard to detach and separate physical and mental well-being, but I think there's three main effects that are going to happen here. If we were to simplify this, you'd look at a psychological effect, we'd look at the physical effect, and the social effect of this as well. We'll start with the psychological effect. A lot of especially higher level swimmers base their identity on what they do, right? So if they add an ER on what they do, and it becomes their identity. So if they become the swimmer. Now, if their access to swim is taken away, then this is a big part of their life. They will spend a large majority of their life there. It's a third space. It's somewhere where they feel very comfortable. This causes a lot of problems because all of a sudden you've got this massive bulk of time to fill, not knowing exactly what to do. And the thing that you love gets taken away from you. You can no longer pursue that. So that is very difficult psychologically to deal with and try to overcome. The social side as well is very, very difficult. So I think if you were to look at everyone here, if you ask where a large portion of your friends come from, it's often from your sport. I know it is with me. I'm sure it is with you as well, Jack. My friends are from football. Your friends will be from swimming, right? You get a lot of your social connection and friendship through your sport. So this element's going to be neglected here a lot. All of a sudden, all these friendships that have been formed are going to be broken up, because they're not able to access in this space that they usually reach and meet. So you're going to get individuals perhaps being forced to spend more time on their own, forced to spend more time in their bedroom, more time potentially on computer games and on screens to fill the time where they would have got this physical recreation and their kind of mental release as well. Now, the final point as well is the physical effects this is going to have. So swimming and all sport in general can have a really cathartic effect on individuals. It's a great point to release any stress. We also get a lot of these feel good, happy hormones that people talk about. So when we go swimming, you get this rush of dopamine for achievement, you get this serotonin for doing something natural, spending the time in water, oxytocin from having that social connection, and this endorphin release from this physical exercise. These big four are these happy hormones that have a massive effect on our mood and emotion, and we often use exercise to get that sort of neurophysiological release, if you like, as well as the general physical standpoints of a lack of physical exercise, such as the effect that it has on general weight, BMI, the positive effects that it has on your cardiac system as well. So I think really the three main areas that are going to be negatively impacted are, one, the psychological aspect. We base a lot of identity on our sport. When that is taken away, we've got a lot of time to fill, and all of a sudden we can't act in line with who we are, which causes a lot of difficulties, and it causes a lot of questioning and doubt. There's the social aspect. We have so many of our friendships and our social connections through our sport. All of a sudden, when you take that location away, you often remove a lot of them friendships, because where else are they going to meet up? Is there another chance for them to meet up in a similar environment and a central space like this leisure centre? And then finally, it's the physical and physiological standpoint, not only the positive physical effects that you get from exercise, but also that mental release that you get from them neurotransmitters that have a massive effect for your mood and your emotion.
Wow, thank you so much, Jake. We can't say that we care about the mental health of young athletes if we make decisions like this that put their mental health at risk. So I'm asking everyone involved in this decision to please reconsider it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jake.